The dart is on the shoulder.
So we leave it on the shoulder?
Leave it on the shoulder, put it in there, doesn't matter.
Or actually we eliminate it, never.
You can eliminate it, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay, you notice that I have a variety of lines here. The first thing that I'm going to tell you is, when you draw this distance, and think about it, suppose it was 3 inches away from the shoulder neckline intersection. Don't hold that distance equal. In other words, if you're 2 inches away from the shoulder neckline, it's not a facing, so don't go 2 all the way around. Because if it's 3, then you're going to go 3 all the way around. And I'll explain why. When you think about this, ladies, you are used to feeling a garment in one of several places. You're used to feeling a garment right here on the back of your neck. You may be used to feeling something going across your shoulder at this point. Or you may not be used to feeling anything because of the deep V going down here. But you are not used to feeling something 2 inches down in your back. That's why if you ever see people doing this, it's because they're trying to get the garment in a place where they're comfortable. So they just keep doing this and the garment slides back down. So they do this again because it's touching them down here. And it's almost like walking around with somebody's finger in your back all day long. You know? Just me following you right there. You know? I've seen people do it, man. I had a friend one time. She actually went here to FIT. She made this coat for her boyfriend. And it was really a very sophisticated, well-tailored coat. But she had made one mistake and she had cut the back neck too low. So it was sitting in a spot that was just very uncomfortable. So she calls me up and she says, listen, you know, I got this coat. I completely did this coat, you know, cut the fabric and everything. She says it's like too far down the back of the neck. What can I do? I tell her something. Just have him walk like this. She was mad at me when I did that. It was a lost cause. I mean, she had already cut the coat. The only thing she could do was cut a new back. Buy more fabric, cut a new back. It's 2 inches down the back of the body. Just nothing's going to save the garment. So, when you draw this new neckline, you want to stay as close to the nape of the neck as possible without hooking back up. See, I'm showing you this line. This is drawing back up and forcing it. You can see I'm going to wind up with a point there in the back, and that's going to be difficult to show my collar. And what I'm showing you here on this line is that this is actually even a better line. As you can see, I'm going horizontally straight across. So I'm staying as close to this point as possible. If I keep following down like that, I'm going to wind up in a spot where I'm not going to be able to sell this coat. They're going to put it on, they're going to feel it sitting down there, and they're going to say, you know, this thing is really very uncomfortable because it's sitting in a very strange spot. So
you try to blend it back into...
No, you're not trying to hit that point.
Okay.
You're trying to stay as close to that point as possible without hooking back up. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you that this line is even a better line, because I could have gotten closer had I just gone straight across with this. And use my... Okay, you see. I go straight across in this direction. Anything above that, I'm going to start creating a point at the center back, and I don't want a point. So this is the best that I can do.
You kind of want to like square it?
That's correct. So once I've got that, then I take this measurement. This becomes the distance that I have to go up. And it's going to be about 5 and some change. For this particular one, it's going to be about 5 1/4 inches. So I'm going to go up 5 1/4 inches. And then I'm going to square over 2 1/2 inches. And I'm going to square back down till I reach my shoulder. All of my steps that I was supposed to do. Now if I'm going with the narrow variation, I'm simply going to come over here 1/4 inch, and then I'm just going to go through all my steps. If I'm going to do the wide variation, I'm going to square here at the shoulder, just like so. Find that rectangle. I'm going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to mark that rectangle. So I'm going to go through all the steps for the wide variation. And I want you to take note that even though I'm doing a wide collar, this rectangle shape does not change. A lot of people get confused about this. They say, well, I'm doing a wide variation, so therefore I must go 7 inches in this direction because my collar is 7 inches. Why? I'm still going to wind up with 7 inches without having to go through that. And a lot of people think because this got longer, instead of dividing it into 4, they envision these small rectangular shapes which are about 1 inch, and they say, I'm going to have to fold this 2, 3, 4 times. It's still 4. It's fat 4, but it's still 4. Okay, so nothing changes there. So I'm just going to roll through this, and then I'm going to explain something to you about these guidelines here. Okay, so here's my rectangular shape, just like so. I mark my neckline with my X. I'm then going to cut this rectangular shape out, like so. Okay, I'm going to fold it in